Oh, welcome back to our podcast. Sorry, guys. We're on Zoom, and I was like looking at the camera, and then you were like, "Hello, guys."
Yes. Well, I pointed like this, like to start, and I was like, well, sometimes I feel like you can, because you can see when it says recording too, right?
Oh yeah, but it's really small up in the corner.
Oh, so I thought maybe you saw that, but
Okay,
anyways,
welcome
welcome
back
back.
to our podcast, The Showgirls. We're on episode 30, May the 8th.
May 8th, episode 30. I just have one small thing to say, not about the showgirls or anything, but just about today. I decided to do my makeup and my hair, and I feel great, but I have a complaint about this YouTube tutorial that I watched. So I
Who was it?
YouTubed conspiracy palette tutorial because that's the only makeup palette I literally have.
Yeah, your eyes look great.
Thank you. Well, they don't look like the tutorial because what happened was this girl, like the picture, her tile was like conspiracy palette. She's like holding it. She's like mermaid eye look. And I was like, oh, that will be so cool. So she had like a really cool shiny blue on, but it like didn't register to me that maybe that wasn't in the palette because it says conspiracy palette tutorial, right? So you're like,
Yeah.
the main color she used, she switched to a different palette.
How rude.
That's not a tutorial.
Don't trust anybody except Nikki Tutorials.
That's valid. Does she do a conspiracy palette one? Maybe I should go watch.
Think so.
So that was my complaint of the day because you guys know I won class complainer in high school. So,
well, you guys, she's serving us a cute orange and yellow.
Yeah, so food videos and cheese dust, and then the sparkle is conspiracy.
Cute, love that.
Yeah, and I'm rocking these little. If you guys are watching on YouTube, which we're trying to get our YouTube viewership up,
because we got our lighting right today.
Yes,
everything is lit. The house, okay.
So maybe this will make you guys switch over from the pod to YouTube. But I'm wearing like these little clippies, and I think they're so in right now, especially like holding back my bangs because my bangs are a weird length now where they're right in my eyeball. So
you're giving me like a 60s vibe.
I love it.
Like, go out there, flower child. Go.
I do have a flower crown. Maybe I'll take a pic with it later.
Love that.
Yeah.
Well, it is Friday. It's almost the weekend. Quarantine week 7 is almost over. Feeling bloated, feeling huge, feeling everything.
Okay, I have something to ask you, but I don't want to, I know we have a long episode today. So you've been drinking a lot.
Yeah, I don't know why. And Austin is like, can you please stop? And I'm like, now you know how I feel.
Literally, so you guys have switched.
Literally. But I mean, I'll just drink a beer or two. But I just love, I will not drink a beer, just a beer. I will drink a beer with a lime and salt.
Yeah. I don't really drink beer anyways, even if I added lime and salt, but I get not wanting to drink it just regular. I hate beer.
Yeah, so. And I drink Michelob Ultra, so they're only 90 calories.
Okay.
Maybe less than that. I'm not going Coors. I'm not going anything crazy.
Yeah, and you just do it to take the edge off.
Yeah, and just have a freaking ball because there's nothing else to do.
That's why Austin's please stop, because you're bouncing up the walls or something, and he's like, help.
Literally, he's like, can you not do that anymore? But I do what I want.
Exactly. Especially in quarantine, we definitely do what we want. Honestly, I thought Connor was going to bring it up, but every day, he gets home from work, I literally watch TV without him for 5 hours. And then I go back to our bedroom at 10 and we barely spend time together. And I'm like, when is he going to bring this up? All I'm doing is watching TV.
He doesn't care?
I don't know. I need to ask him, but I was just going to wait till he says something. Maybe he doesn't care. I don't know.
Well, does he just play video games and stuff?
Yeah, or TikTok, because that's all he does all day.
Yeah. Well, I also started gardening, if anybody cares.
What are you gardening?
We have a flower bed in the front that we started last year, and I'm putting some flowers in there. Went to Sam's yesterday. They had a really
I lost you.
good deal on rose bushes. You're frozen, by the way. Okay, you're unfrozen.
Okay, you were frozen too, so we're we back on track?
Yeah.
Oh God.
SOS, please.
So we heard where you went to Sam's and you bought a rose bush.
Yeah, I got 2 rose bushes and then a gardenia tree.
Oh.
They were on like really good sale. Like the rose bushes were like $11 a piece, and then the gardenia tree was $18.
Nice.
So I am gonna put those in tonight. It hailed last night, so I kept them in my garage because I didn't want anything to happen then.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just like really green thumbing it up. I bought a couple seeds, like seed packets from the dollar store, and they're germinating outside.
Oh my God,
It's
who
a
are
whole journey, let me
you?
tell you, a full journey.
This is amazing. Quarantine is just changing us, you know. Not
We're
really
just-
me, but you.
Oh my gosh. Well, miss you guys, all of our 5 listeners.
Yeah, miss you guys. I do miss other people, but like this is so cliche because everyone's been saying this, but I just want to go to TJ
You're
Maxx.
frozen again. If anyone can hear me, she's frozen.
Oh my gosh. Should we pause this and reconnect? I'm going to pause this. Okay, if you guys are listening or watching, sorry. We don't know whose internet is messing up. Neither one of us will take the blame because
Never. I would never.
I would never take the blame for anything like that. Anyways, we have a really good episode for you today because someone asked for our advice and I'm really excited about it.
Yeah, we're going to do that at the end and I can't freaking wait.
Okay, so we have to hurry. So I'll start. What's the haps? This week, this is a couple of days old, but I wanted to talk about it on here because you and I had like texted about it. But everyone is freaking out about Adele's weight loss.
I can't believe it. I was like, there's no way that's her.
Like I just hit my phone. The perfect like curve, dude. I was like, Adele. She looks
her
amazing.
Ankles, her legs, everything. Her face just like snatched.
Yes. And I like am one of those people too. Like she obviously was gorgeous before. Like I hate that people are like shaming her for different
It
reasons.
shouldn't even be a thing. Like it's not even.
Yes. Like just she posted the pic. She looks great. She looked great before. Just hype up the pic and move on.
Exactly.
But definitely jealous of her. And I just had to talk about it because she looked so good.
And think about like, I think she stopped Instagram in December of last year. And think about like, that's not that long.
Yeah.
Of a transition in between December to now to like have her just glow up that.
Glow up. And I feel like she was like kind of steadily losing weight a little bit, like definitely, but this was like, dang, she came out swinging and I'm just so proud. She looks so good.
Love her. I just can't believe it. Happy birthday, Adele.
Yeah, happy late birthday.
I know you don't watch Housewives of Potomac, but
I saw
something
this
kind of crazy happened.
I saw on the show, girls, because you do such a good job promoting our Instagram.
Ashley and Michael have been married for a while. He is older. Ashley's a housewife of Potomac, and she's married to Michael. He's Australian. And it's been rumored that he's, 1, cheated on her before / is cheating on her. 2, that he is into guys.
Okay.
And last season on Potomac, they had footage of him grabbing the butt of one of the cameramen. And it was a whole big to-do, like that they pressed charges against him, like everything. And she stood by his side.
But
like,
they had literal evidence.
Yeah, like they have like the cameraman's audio, like, don't do that to me. And he just laughs it off.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And then they have footage from another party that they were at that he grabbed one of the house husband's butts. Like, it's like continued. Ashley gets pregnant, I think after this season, has a baby, and then, no, I don't know. She has a baby now.
Okay, with him.
He has kids from a previous marriage, and it has come out that he cheated on her, and there's like footage of it.
So I watched, because you posted it right on the show, girls, and I clicked it and I went to watch it, and I only watched like a little bit of it, but it's like from the point of view of like whoever he is cheating with was like videoing him in the room with them.
Nuts.
Do we know if it's a guy or a girl?
I don't know.
That's crazy.
I know. And I don't know if Ashley knows, like people like have these relationships that they are okay with, whatever, but she's never like come out and said that. But he has money, obviously. They like own restaurants together. They have a kid together. but I don't know if she's like commented. So I'll do some looking.
Keep us updated. And also it makes me want to watch that Real World season, or Real World, Real Housewives season.
Oh, it's so good. There's only 4 seasons. So if you want to just get in from the get.
Okay, I might. You know me, I'm always adding another show to the lineup, even though I say I'm not gonna. So
I know.
Might as well. Speaking of shows, so RuPaul's Drag Race, not celebrity. Why did I say celebrity? RuPaul's Drag Race All Stars season 4 is coming out in June, and they released the cast today. You aren't going to be obviously familiar with like any of them because this is your first season, but I was just going to quickly run down the list and I'll just say them, and then I assume you won't know who any of them are. But so
if it's not Trixie, I don't know.
Literally all you care about is Trixie Mattel. Okay, Shea Coulee, Ms. Cracker, Alexis Mateo, Blair St. Clair, Mariah Balenciaga, there we go. India Farah, Jujubee, Derek Barry, Mayhem Miller, and Ongina. So it's ranging all the way back from season 1. So there's some people on here I don't even know because I started season 4. So there are some from season 3 and season 1 that I don't even know. But you are going to love Derek Barry because guess what celebrity he impersonates? You're not going to guess, but...
Lisa Vanderpump.
No, God, that'd be awesome. He is a Britney Spears impersonator.
Cool.
Yes. And so I think it's going to be a good season. Honestly, I was expecting like more heavy hitters if we're being honest, but I'm still going to watch it, except it's going to be on Showtime. So I guess I'm going to buy Showtime.
So they're still planning on recording in June?
So it's already all been recorded. And I found out today because I'm in the RuPaul's Drag Race, RuPaul's Toast Race for podcasts. I think you froze, but I'm just going to keep talking. RuPaul's Drag Race for Toasters. I'm in that group. And someone...
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Hello?
You guys...
Hello?
Can you hear me? They're going to give up on our episode today. They've given up. If you're still listening, thank you. I like keep talking and your face was frozen like this.
Well, I could tell when we're both frozen because you freeze and then I'm like, look at the camera like, hello.
Should we keep going or should we like, my internet
Hey, can you pause it? Somebody's calling me.
Yeah. Wow, you guys. Apologies again.
Technical difficulties.
You know, technical difficulties just always try to bring you down when you're thriving, obviously.
Today is a good day and we're going to keep it that way.
That's what we should call the episode, maybe. I'll keep it in the back of my head. Anyways, so that's the cast of, yes, it's going to be on Showtime. That's what we were talking about. So I said, I guess I'm going to have to buy Showtime. But they recorded it already. And then they also recorded all of the final 4 women possibly winning, if that makes sense.
So could they surprise us with somebody from this current season, like when the season starts airing?
I don't think so because it's still like the new season starts in a month. So I think it's too close. Okay. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
I wanted to, well, this is 2 YouTube things. It's not really What's the Haps, but I just want to talk about it.
Okay.
Instant Influencer with James Charles. And there's a new episode that comes out every Friday. Okay. There's one that comes out in like 12 minutes. Episode 3. And they're like pretty short episodes. They're pretty cute. Have you watched him?
No, but I know what you're talking about. It's like his reality show on YouTube.
Yeah, and it's like sponsored by Ulta, and there's tons of product placement. It's like YouTube Studios is doing it, and he has a guest judge every time, and then the creative director of Anastasia Beverly Hills is the other judge. So if you guys want something to watch on YouTube and you like makeup, highly recommend.
I am watching a James Charles video right now, but it's the one you sent me.
Okay, that's what I wanted to ask you. What are your thoughts on the Vlog Squad so far?
Okay, you guys, if you've listened to this, I don't remember if we've talked about it before, but Carly is literally obsessed with David Dobrik. Like, what does he call like his fans?
He doesn't really call his fans anything. He
Like
just
not like sisters or something.
no.
Okay, so anyways, Carly's the #1 fan, and I don't remember what we were talking about today. Oh, I was watching a Trisha Paytas video because I
Yes,
just think
you
she's
guys.
so funny.
Okay, I want the followers to weigh in on this. She asked me, "Would you trade your life now for exactly Trisha Paytas's life?"
Like you couldn't
And
change
what
anything.
made you ask me that?
So I started the video of Shane Dawson being Trisha for a day. And it's like 2 years old, but I was just watching something while I was doing stuff on my computer. And like her life is glamorous. I didn't get that far into it, but like, first of all, she eats whatever the F she wants all the time. Like she does have money. Like you said, she's not rich, but she has like a pink G-Wagon. She has a Corvette. She might have more now. I don't know. So like
She bought a house now. She has a
yeah.
house.
Oh, she does?
Mm-hmm.
Like it just seems so glamorous, but I know there's like the backside, right? Like she does a lot of like sex work and stuff to get that money, and like I don't know if I'd be comfortable with doing that, but that's what made me think about it, because I was like, I want her life, and then I was like, well, do I?
I just think she lives a really lonely life, and maybe that's just like her choosing that.
Yeah.
But from what I've seen from multiple sides, like obviously Shane goes and like lives a life of Trisha, and it's like glamorous.
Mm-hmm.
And then like you see on David's vlogs like a different side of her, obviously when she was dating Jason. And then on her vlogs you see a different side of her, like when she like has a breakdown and she's sitting in her kitchen crying.
She does do that a lot. I forgot about that. I haven't watched those videos, but I've just heard about it.
And she's just an interesting character.
Yeah. So I was watching that. So then we started talking about that, Carly and I, and then Carly was like telling me about the David Dobrik side. Like she's in some of the videos. And then Carly was like, you have to watch some. Let me pick some for you. And I finally broke down, you guys, because she's been begging me to watch David Dobrik videos.
And Amanda too. Your friend Amanda loves it.
Watch. Yes. Literally Amanda sent me a picture crying because she was watching a video of David giving like money away or something. So Carly picked out 5 or 4. I haven't even counted.
I think like 4 vlogs. 2 of them are Trisha, like the ones that Trisha has been in.
Yeah.
And then I picked a couple of like good Vlog Squad ones, because like the Vlog Squad, if you really know who they are, that's how you get into it. It's not just David.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, how's she gonna know the background of the Vlog Squad? So I found the James Charles video where I even like watched it and I was like, oh, I didn't know that about Heath, or oh, I didn't know that about Zayn.
Yeah. So that's what I'm watching right now. I'm maybe like a little less than half, or maybe a little over than halfway through it. My selfie light just turned off, you guys. Must have died. Anyways. So I do have some questions about, well, I have 2 comments. One is a comment, one is a question. Okay, Vlog Squad. I was really into Vine. So that's how I knew David Dobrik.
Right.
When I was on Vine, I loved Matt King. Oh my God, I loved Matt King. So the fact
I'm so surprised you don't watch the freaking vlogs, dude. Like,
I'm also like, I know I sound stupid when I say this, but I don't watch YouTube that much. But then you always catch me because you're like today I was watching a Trisha Paytas video. I swear I don't watch YouTube that much. So that was my comment. Matt King is hot. I've loved him since Vine. My other comment, in the video, David shows James his ad dollars. And James is like shook because David makes like nothing. Is he like demonetized? Mm-hmm. Why? What does he show that demonetizes him?
He doesn't bleep out his cuss words, and I don't know if that does it or not. Like, but some of them are like really derogatory, really like a ton of cuss words, and like I've noticed some other influencers, like big ones, big names, like
Jeffrey, Tana,
they bleep out their cuss words.
Yeah.
And then he uses licensed music a lot.
Why doesn't he just do those 2 things and make more money, you know? Like,
so he just has his like people that give him money, like SeatGeek sponsors like most of his videos, and if he wants to give away like thousands of dollars or buy his friend a new car, and he knows he's going to get a lot of views for that, he will just call SeatGeek and they'll give him like $250,000.
Yeah.
And then he just gets the money and does whatever he wants in the blog with it. So he doesn't even need AdSense money because he makes money other ways.
Yeah, but it's like that one little thing, like unless he's demonetized for another reason, right? But if it's just like cussing, like you can do that one thing and make, I don't know anything about YouTube, but make double, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think I watched another YouTube thing about like somebody gave Charlie D'Amelio advice in November of last year when she had like 4 million followers. Now she has like 40 million followers on TikTok.
Yeah.
They gave her advice like, don't change who you are. Like, keep what the reason that you do TikToks is because you're a dancer. Like, don't try to do YouTube just to do YouTube, and don't try to do like all these other things just
So
to
you
do
think
it.
like if he were to bleep out his cuss word, he's like kind of changing who he is?
Yeah, like the reason he started vlogging is just to have fun with his friends.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the way he's trying to make money. He just like enjoys to vlog. That's what I'm assuming.
Yeah. Also, you guys can hear #1 David Dobrik fan here defending him till she dies.
I'm wearing David's vlog hoodie.
Oh my God, you are wearing a David's vlog hoodie. Get out of here.
And
Anyways,
I have my calendar on the wall.
Oh,
Okay, so what did you think of you? I guess you didn't really get to know Heath.
Exactly. So I don't even think I got to his part yet because I think he goes last.
He's the very first one. Heath was.
Shit. Oh, we're gonna bleep that. Our advertisers are gonna be mad. I said shit. Let's like regroup about it next week, and I'll really do my homework and watch all of them because those are just my first comments.
You're gonna get pulled in.
No, I'm not.
I know you are. I know it. It's gonna happen one day, and I'll be like, watch all 600. Okay.
Whatever. Okay. Anything else that you have, because we have so much to talk about still.
I want to talk about some new shows that I watched that like I don't really need to recap because like I guess two of them I haven't watched.
Okay, dive in because I have a show I want to talk about too.
Okay, Outer Banks. I know you watched all of this. Austin and I are watching it together because we're both really invested in it, so I can't watch it without him. That's why we're going so slow. I apologize. We will do a recap after. We'll only have 2 episodes left. But I've just finished episode 6, and John B was in the well, and the blind lady shot them all up.
Yes. Bro, when I was watching that scene, though, I know the girls didn't know she was blind till later.
Yeah, but they didn't have to go in that house. Those writers just wrote that in there to make it crazy.
Yes, Avery and I both were like, why are they going in the house? Like, it definitely they needed like a scary added element. And so it was scary, but also she was blind. I know she had a gun, but like, overpower her. If you guys are already going to prison for breaking and entering and a million other things, just tie her up.
Yeah, if there's gold down there, like, what are you doing?
Yes, exactly.
So that's how it ended. We have 2 more episodes left. I have some theories. I think that Wade, is that his name?
Wade? The dad. Sarah's dad.
Yeah, Sarah's dad. I think he's a bad guy. He's going to find out about the gold.
Do you want me to tell you or no? Are you like really waiting?
He is bad. He's not good.
For sure.
Because they're giving me those clues. Like, he goes to his son's drug dealer, he almost kills him. Like, he's a bad guy.
Yeah, so he is a bad guy. I won't tell you like what he does or anything, but like,
and he's the one, Austin figured this out. He's the one that was in the hood that the sheriff
with the hook. He was, yes, he was.
He's like, oh, that's Sarah's dad. And I was like, what?
It was. How did he know that?
I'm telling you, we're in it. We are in it.
You are in it. He is. That's him. It's good. Pogues for life, you know?
Yeah, I'm like a pogue. And John B is so cute. And I watched an interview with him and Sarah in real life. Okay. And they're quarantining together. I think they're together.
Oh, they're definitely together. Also, shows like this, like even Riverdale before it got really crazy, shows like this like just make me wish I was like young again, like didn't have any responsibilities. Like I could just go away for the summer. My parents never sent me away, but like I could just go away for the summer and just be a hood rat.
In my VW van with my friends.
Yes, like just running from the police. I mean, I would never, but just like let me go be a hood rat.
Love it.
Yes. What else?
I finished all of Upload on Amazon Prime, so that one I highly recommend it. It's like pretty short episodes. They're like 40 minutes a piece, and they set it up for a season 2. It's really
cool. Avery told me to watch it too. I don't know if she finished it, but I guess she started and she said it was good.
So cute.
Also, not really a spoiler, but Outer Banks, they also end where there could be a season 2.
Amazing.
Yeah. So, was that the only 2 shows you had?
I started Hollywood on Netflix.
Yeah.
It's a Ryan Murphy show. If you like Glee, if you like The Politician, if you like American Horror Story, highly recommend Hollywood. Like, he just really goes in there for like the tough things to talk about. Like,
it's set in the past, right?
Yeah, it's set in like the 40s or the 50s in Hollywood, and like people are trying to make it in the movies, and like they talk about race, they talk about sexuality, they like there's just like so many things that like are in it.
Yeah. I'll have to watch another show. What was the other show I said I was adding? Jeez Louise.
Instant Influencer.
Instant Influencer. Upload. I'm writing this down. Instant
and Hollywood.
Upload Hollywood. Okay, what me and Avery are watching right now, which I thought it was a Hulu original, but I was mistaken. It started on Lifetime.
Okay.
Yes, was Making a Model with Yolanda Hadid. Okay, it's good, but I'm so sad. I don't know what year it was filmed. Like, it's recent, like the past couple of years, but there's not going to be a season, excuse me, season 2. I guess the ratings just weren't good enough.
Dang.
Yes, I'm sad, but it's where she takes 5 teens, like not like adult women, 5 teens and their moms, move them into a house, and then she's like trying to make them a model. So nobody goes home each week or anything like that, but someone is in the bottom each week and someone's the top. And then at the very end, whoever was like the best of all wins a modeling contract with IMG. And so it's really good. Like, I thought it had enough drama and stuff. Me and Avery love it, but I highly recommend it. It's on Hulu now, but it originally played on Lifetime.
I love a Hadid story.
Yeah, and she's very just straight up. Like, I didn't know this about her because I've never seen her on like Beverly Hills or anything, but she just tells it exactly how it is. Like, no, I said this. You know what I mean?
Yeah, love her.
So she kind of shakes me sometimes. But okay, that was the only show I wanted to mention.
All right. Is it time for the TV recaps?
Oh, yeah. Is it the TV recap brought to you by... I'm just kidding.
I was going to say, who were we brought to you by?
Let me think.
Puffs Plus with lotion. Your Kleenex needs.
Good job. I don't have any products by me. This scrunchie. I'm just kidding. The challenge?
Okay. Yeah, the challenge.
Okay, what do you got? What do you think?
I was watching it, and it shows us like all the relationship drama, like Jenna and Zach, Kayla and Bear. We see what happened at the end of last week. Jay ends up going home, and then I'm like halfway through, and it just like there's a challenge halfway through. I was like, wait, we haven't even seen a challenge yet.
I remember watching, and it was like, I don't remember what part it was, but someone was talking to someone, and I was like, I was like looking at my clock, like, are we still talking? Like, how have we not done a challenge yet? So that was annoying. Like, I get why they showed what they did, but I feel like it could have been cut down.
Definitely.
Like the Kayla stuff, we didn't have to see the whole making of it. Like,
and we didn't even get an elimination. We didn't even get like a discussion about elimination. They just ended it with Nany picking Jenna without even asking Jordan.
Yeah, but I think so. He had his confessional or whatever, and he was like okay with it. He wanted that.
Okay.
Because he said he wasn't leaving it up to the house to pick Jenna. Like, he can pick Jenna if he wants to go in.
Okay.
Or something. Like, he was okay with it.
Interesting. Because I would have thought he would have picked Tori, so she could have chosen then if she wanted to go in.
Yeah, so I think his thinking was if people don't like him and Tori and they know that he was going to pick Tori, they would then vote Jenny back in or something.
Okay.
Yes. So he's like, he's smart, and I'm just like, damn.
I know.
I didn't think about it.
We love them. We love Tori.
Yes.
We don't love Jordan all the time, but we respect.
I just want to say, like, I am really shook that the episode opened and like Jay was like disoriented, like he got slammed to the ground so hard, and Rogan, like TJ still said like you earned your red skull and like all this stuff. Like I don't know, it just rubbed me the wrong way.
I honestly thought they were gonna disqualify Rogan because he didn't need to do that.
Yeah, like Jay was already on the ground, like down for the count, and when he got up, he like pushed all of his weight into him on purpose. And it like in Rogan's interviews where he's like, he uses that voice that's like, I'm going in, I hate it so much. I just want to smack him in the face. I hate it. He's so annoying to me. Him and D, and then D running up to him, like rubbing his shoulder and stuff. Get away from me.
I hope they leave soon. So my prediction is, because TJ keeps saying, like, get into elimination, and I think that they're going to, like, have a cutoff point.
I think so, too, because, like, TJ usually doesn't say, like, you know, he wouldn't just say something if it didn't mean something.
Yep.
I agree. And so they're going to be wasting their chances, and it's going to be like a purge. Like, okay, well, the three of you, if you don't get a red skull this week, the 3 remaining guys that don't have one are going home or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you screwed yourself.
So true.
I don't really remember what the previews were for next week, but
it's like it was a preview for the rest of the season.
Yeah, I remember that. And it looked good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Did you watch Vanderpump?
I did.
Did you think it was like okay or what?
It was, you know, we're just getting used to the new normal of trash.
That's a good way to put it. It was like, I think that I'm just speculating. Jax is definitely like on a lot of drugs.
So he even talked about drinking and using Adderall and smoking weed.
Yes.
So those combinations, you don't even need cocaine in there.
Exactly. But I think he is putting cocaine in there, but he obviously wasn't going to say it. So then it's just like, because like him texting Max was totally insane to me.
So crazy.
Like you're texting him while he's there on the beach cleanup, telling him nobody wanted to be there and like all this stuff, and like everyone's there.
Yeah.
And like I feel bad for Brittany, which is rare because I don't like her, but I don't know. It's just embarrassing. It looks bad.
I know. It's sad.
What do you think about next week's episode when Tom throws a pool party at the same time, and it looks like, which this might be editing, it looks like everyone goes to Tom's and not Jax's?
I can't wait. Like, I just want to know, like, who's Schwartz and Katie gonna choose, you know?
I think the preview shows Katie twerking at Tom and Ariana's.
Yikes.
There was like Kristen drama, but I'm just like over her storyline, so I don't even care. Don't even care. Okay, the Real Housewives, a round of Real Housewives.
Yes. Both episodes great.
I thought they were good. Beverly Hills was better than New York, but like obviously that's what we deal with now. I say now, I just started watching, but I don't even remember what happened on Beverly Hills. We saw Garcelle.
Someone's calling me.
Oh, okay. Let me pause this. Pause, everyone. Okay, sorry. Beverly Hills.
It was the all-in retreat with Teddy. Dorit showed up looking like a Barbie.
Okay, we're going to have different opinions on this, and I already know. So you are on Dorit's side, aren't you?
I'm on no one's side. I think like literally like the most that they could ever talk about that has nothing to do with anything. Like let's talk about things that are important in the world.
Yeah, and I think honestly, the reason it rubbed Kyle the wrong way is because she is going. And so she was supporting Teddy, so she got there, you know, right whenever, because from what I've gathered, her and Teddy are really close, right? Okay, but Dorit is not that close to Teddy. But I think Kyle was just upset because she's like, I just already have so much stuff to do, and I get here on time. You didn't. But she told Teddy she wasn't going to be there on time. There wasn't even really an on time.
It literally, and like, if you know anything about Beverly Hills, you know Dorit is never on time for anything. So why is she upset about it? Like, Dorit never is on time. And if she's going to drive to wherever, Palm Springs, she's not going to be on time.
Yeah. And I think the reason it rubbed Kyle the wrong way is when she said I had a life was because I understand why it rubbed Kyle the wrong way. Because Kyle's like, yeah, I also have a life and I was here. But it was definitely dragged out. I just think Kyle is really like emotionally drained. Like she doesn't get a moment to just chill at home with her family.
So true.
What else? Lisa Rinna's lips are effing insane. I can't deal with them. Did you see her take that drink of that macchiato? Or she's like,
okay, she said she ordered a matcha, whatever, but she called it a maca. So I'm wondering if she ordered a mocha or if she ordered a matcha.
That's like, hilarious. I didn't notice.
Like, okay.
And then everyone was joking, like, Lisa Rinna called those paparazzi. Is that the kind of person she is? I don't know her very well yet.
I think so. Like, definitely.
Gotcha. That'd probably be me, No, I'm just kidding.
She's staying relevant because she's rich, honey. Rich.
Rich, honey. Rich. Okay. New York, or did you have something else?
No, that was all. So, New York was, I think it was almost a filler episode, but I appreciate that they have to do that.
But it feels like every episode of New York's a filler. Low key, where's the drama?
Yeah, so Dorinda was, she kind of took us back to her old life and Hillary Clinton and her husband and the townhouse. And I feel like all of these ladies on there, they used to live in the townhouse and they used to be great. It's okay.
Yeah, I feel like it's almost back then they were the Real Housewives of New York. And now it's I wouldn't label them Real Housewives of anywhere.
No, exactly. They just show up in their blinged out blazers and their hair is done and their makeup is done and they show up to a party.
Yeah, no offense to any of them, but none of them, not that marriage literally means anything. I don't know if I'll ever get married, but none of them are even a housewife.
I know. It's nuts.
So whatever. Yeah, it was a filler episode. It was fine. I did feel bad for Luann because it didn't really go into why did her and
Jacques.
Okay, Jacques. I was gonna say Jacquees. I hate myself. No. Why did they break up? Because it seemed like it was the one.
I kind of think something happened with the pirate. That's why he was upset.
That's what it was. So now it's a joke because he thinks that she cheated on him, but she didn't.
Yes.
Okay. That makes sense.
The jury is still out.
Yeah, Sonia said she did it.
What do you think about her drinking the vodka?
I thought it was weird when she said, you do whatever, you're an adult, we're past that. But when she, drank it and was oh, that's good, that made me, I don't think any alcohol is good still.
Mm-hmm.
Did that make sense? Maybe you when you drink a beer or something, but if I drink anything that's vodka in it, I'm ooh. I
know. And maybe it was just refreshing to her, but it definitely could open up something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. So I liked when Dorinda said something okay, you lifted the bad omen, you did it, we're good. You know what I mean? And I just love Dorinda. I don't know what it is, but I cannot get over Dorinda. When it was doing the flashbacks where she was I'm not a bully, and it showed all these times she bullied people. It really made me laugh.
I know. And we even watched 5 minutes of it last night before we turned it off because we were too tired. And Austin was that lady is crazy. And I was which one? And he pointed at her and it was Ramona. And I was yeah, we know Ramona is nuts.
And her flashbacks were nuts. I was you're psycho. You're psycho.
Literally.
Okay, I know that we want to get into our advice, but I just wanted to touch on the last show, unless you had anything else. I wanted to talk about RuPaul's episode last week.
Oh, yes. Okay.
I wanted to talk about Celebrity RuPaul too, but I don't remember all their names. Did you watch?
Yes, it was the Basketball Wives lady.
Tammy, or Tami or something.
Yes, Vanessa Williams.
Yes, slay. And then a comedian who I can't remember, but I just wanted to point out that Vanessa Williams, like, I love it when celebrities don't think something is above them. Does that make sense? And she, like, I would call her, like, all the other girls were celebrities, I would call, right? Like, you know, but I would call her, like, a big celebrity in my eyes. And, like, for her to not only go on there, but just, like, let loose and do all the fun stuff. Like, I love that.
Yes.
Love it.
You really like Alyssa, right?
I love Alyssa Edwards.
Okay. She's just seemed fabulous.
Fabulous, Carly. You have to go watch her episodes. Like, and did you ever watch Dancing Queen on Netflix? That's her show.
Okay.
So it's like her out of drag and in drag, because out of drag, he owns a dance studio like Dance Moms.
Okay, maybe I did start it.
He owns it, and it's more about his drag side, but it like goes into the dancing and stuff. And what's really funny is he has family in Oklahoma, and in one of the episodes, he goes to McAllister, where I'm from, and performs in drag at Hamburger Mary's, which is a drag bar in McAllister that I've never been to for some reason.
Wow.
I know, full circle.
But like her hair, fabulous, teeth, fabulous, face, fabulous, legs, dress, everything.
Like, if I had to pick like the top like 3 most famous drag queens from this franchise, besides like RuPaul, obviously, it would be Trixie Mattel, Alyssa Edwards, and then I'm thinking maybe Bianca Del Rio, but definitely those two. Like, no, probably Shangela would be the third one. Like, thriving. Alyssa Edwards is everything. And she's from Texas, so she like has her accent, and like she's just funny too. I love a funny drag queen.
We love a comedy queen around here.
Yeah. Speaking of comedy queens, your girl was on the chopping block last Friday. Heidi.
Hasn't she been 2 times now?
But so has Jackie, right? 2 times now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was scared because both of them were in the bottom and they were performing, and I wanted Heidi to stay if someone had to go home. Yeah. I like Jackie, but to me, she's like too calculated. You can see her next move. Mm-hmm. And Heidi's just so fun. I love her now. She really grew on me because I didn't like her at the beginning.
Yeah, she really is just like glowing up. She's doing the most. Like, she is constant. Like, she really isn't. She's only going up. She's not like going back down.
Exactly. So I guess we'll see. The new episode airs tonight. I'm excited about that. I'll be watching because I have nothing else to do unless I go to Trader Joe's.
Slay.
Okay, are we anything else before we do our advice?
I have it ready to read.
I am really excited. Before we read this, you guys, we want to interact with you more. We know there's not very many of you, but like we want to give back to our little community here. This is our passion project, you know. And so if you guys need any advice, want any advice, it can be on something little, something big, definitely DM the Showgirls. Carly runs the Instagram and then she shares it with me. So we finally, I've only announced it a couple days ago, but we have our first advice to give.
Yep. So Anonymous wrote in, mm-hmm. Hey gals, I need boy advice. I met this guy on Bumble back in January before all the corona stuff really went down. I really like him and everything has been going great up until this past week. Insert exciting, but yikes. Okay, we've never had any serious talks since we started dating about us.
I think that was a typo. I think it was since we started talking about us.
No, we've never had any serious talks since we started dating about us. Like, they haven't talked about their relationship or like what they are.
Oh, so you would say that they're dating. Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay, go on.
That's what she says.
Okay.
So I didn't know how to approach the subject when it seemed like he wasn't interested all of a sudden. So I asked him if he was still interested in me over text since he wasn't making any other plans for us to see each other. He said that, yes, he is still interested, but is in a mood where he doesn't feel like texting or hanging out. I told him I'd wait until he's ready to talk and see me again, but I'm already frustrated. He sends me Snapchats every day and has been golfing with friends a few times since this started. It's only been 5 days, but I don't know how to go forward with this. I tried texting him after a few days that I was confused by all this, and he just left me unread. What is your opinion on this? I need advice.
Okay, do you want me to go first?
Sure.
Okay, first I want to say I love Bumble because that's where Connor and I met. And and fun fact that you guys probably already know, Carly and Austin met on Tinder. So we are very pro.
We are very well versed in the dating culture online.
Yes. I think you need to drop this guy because it seems to me he is telling you that he just wants to not talk, or, I'm not in the mood right now, but then hanging out with other people shows me that he's just kind of stringing you along until he's like bored and then wants to talk to you. That's what it seems like to me. So in my opinion, like, you definitely need to drop him because also he left you on red. That is the most rude thing to do. Like if you just sent him something funny, like that's fine. But if you actually sent him like something like, hey, I'm a little confused, like, are we talking? And he left you on red, that means he doesn't respect you.
Yep. And if he's Snapchatting you, he's sending multiple Snapchats.
You mean to multiple people?
Right.
Yeah, like if it's like me and the boys golfing, he's definitely sending it to you and Carly and Darion and
click. Yeah. So what my dad always told me was if a guy is interested in you, he will make it happen.
Yeah.
So like, just move on to the next. If he comes back around, great. Maybe he is going through something. He said he like was sad and didn't want to like talk. Mm-hmm. Maybe he's going through stuff. You can't like put that on him necessarily that like it's over for sure, but you can't like have hope that it's going to keep going, and like just cut the tie in your brain, in your heart. And if he wants to see you, he will make it happen. Agreed, don't like 100%. Keep trying.
Yes, and like I just hate it when guys do this because your dad is exactly right. Like if a guy or if anyone wants to spend time with you, they will, right? Like we make time for what we want, whatever that is. So I definitely agree. You need to just cut the ties and let it go. If he texts you, you leave him on red, honey. You leave him on red.
Yeah, Darion would leave him on red.
Oh, yes, I would. I am the pettiest person in the world. I'm still petty to Connor, and we literally live together and sleep in the same bed.
Sometimes I just like want to ask him questions about like what your relationship is like.
You should like think of questions, and then I should like have him like come onto the pod, like not for a whole episode, but just like a segment or something.
Yeah. Would he do that?
Oh yeah, he loves the pod. Because remember like when we first started, he actually subbed in like twice. He loved it. He was like, we should start a podcast together. And I was like, about what?
I just want to know like what he thinks when you like threaten him with stuff.
Okay, what do I threaten him with? like when I say I'm gonna break up with you.
Not necessarily that, but like when you say like, oh, I wish I had my own room again. Like it just like is like the little
digs.
Yeah. I just want to know like if he just like brushes it off or just like
it's like internalized. I don't know. But like I will say like I've never met someone, I mean, you've known me, not to turn this advice segment into like a Connor Darion segment, but you literally knew me before I even knew him. And he really is the yin to my yang. Like I don't know how he like puts up with me or like it compliments me. Like it's crazy, I don't know.
Yeah. So sweet.
So anyways, to the person we're giving advice to, you need to find the yin to your yang, and this guy is not it. He's not even complimenting you in any way.
Yeah. And I feel like it's just going to be like when you find the person, I don't know that there's always like one person for everybody in the world. Like we're getting off on a tangent, but like I do feel like if it's right, it's really easy. Like there's no games, there's no like back and forth, there's no leaving on red. If you're really like into each other, it should be really easy and simple.
I agree too, because I was probably like her, where I dealt with a bunch of stuff like this in the past, but like Connor and I have never had like kerfluffles or anything, even at the beginning of us talking about like not talking to each other or not this, like we made time for each other and we understood like we both wanted something serious. So if it's right, it's right.
Heard.
Wow, I hope that was great advice.
Send us your messages, guys. We love to give advice.
Yes, send them to the Showgirls Pod about anything. Literally, it can be something serious like this, or something even more serious, or it can be something so little like, what face wash should I use, or something. Okay, any final thoughts?
Nope. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
For listening.
What'd you say? Thanks for listening.
Yeah,
thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Sorry we had a couple of technical difficulties, and follow us on Instagram at the Showgirls Podcast. Bye.
Peace.